Welcome everyone. Are you all excited to hear the story about the beautiful Amazon warriors and their crown princess? Then don't wait up and get on board, because this is going to be a wonderful journey. Many centuries ago, the Amazon warriors, proud and fierce race of warrior women led by Queen Hippolyta, battled Ares, the god of war, and his army of dead mutant soldiers. During the battle, after fighting off the god of war, Hippolyta beheaded her own son, Thrax, whom she had with the war god Ares. Death of his son made Ares crumble to the ground, and taking this as the perfect opportunity, Hippolyta plunged to strike Ares down. Ares, being the god of war, is a force of nature, so technically it is infeasible to eradicate him. Thus, Zeus prevented Hippolyta from killing Ares. Instead, Hera, the queen of the Olympians and the wife of Zeus, bound her son's powers with magic bracers so that he would be deprived of his ability to draw psychic power from the aura of violence and death around him. And one among big three Olympians could only release these bracers. In compensation, the Amazons were granted the island of Themyscira by Hera, where they could be eternally youthful and isolated from man in the course of their duty of holding Ares as a prisoner for all eternity. Later, Hippolyta was granted a daughter, Princess Diana, whom she shaped from the sand of the seashore and gave life with her own blood. So, you must be wondering where the island of Themyscira actually is, right? Let's dig into the books. According to legend, Themyscira was located on the southern coast of the Black Sea, in the northeastern section of Anatolia, at the mouth of the Thermodon River. This area, which was once under Greek control, is now part of Turkey, although some say it is further east towards Ukraine. There are several unproven theories regarding the actual location of this island nation. Some say it is in the Bermuda Triangle near the Florida coastline, and some say it is in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Can it be the Maldives archipelago, island of Sri Lanka, or the Madagascar? Tell us what you think. According to the descriptions, Themyscira was a paradise, and it provided the Amazon women with all the necessities: fresh water, plenty of game animals, and an abundance of edible fruits and plants. The residents of Themyscira were controlled by Aphrodite's law, which stated that as long as no man came to their land, the Amazon women of Themyscira would be immortal. Themyscira is typically portrayed as a free land of women where women engage in both physical and intellectual culture, giving them superhuman athletic powers and advanced technology, including invisible airplanes and purple lasers that can heal any wound. Over a millennium later, 3 USA fighter pilots are intercepted by enemy jets and a fierce aerial battle unleashes. 2 of the USA fighter jets go down in the battle, but the last standing pilot takes down every last one of the enemy jets before going down himself. Trevor, the USA fighter pilot, crash lands on the island of Themyscira, which suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Soon, he is hunted by the Amazonian warrior women, including the warlike and aggressive Artemis. United States operative Trevor and Princess of the Amazons, Diana, meet for the first time and soon engage in combat. Diana defeats Steve and knocks him out to take him in front of the Amazon queen, Hippolyta. Hippolyta decides that he should be sent home since he possesses no threat to her people, apart from his untamed tongue.
God, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Diana volunteers but is assigned to guard Ares' cell instead, as Queen argues that Diana has not enough experience in dealing with the dangers of the outside world. Diana defies her mother and leaves to the arena while covering her face from a helmet. Meanwhile, her guard's duty is covered by her bookish but kind-hearted Amazon sister, Alexa. Princess Diana enters the championship tournament, where Amazon warriors battle each other in fierce competition to win the last standing rights to be the ambassador from Themyscira to the world. Diana wins the tournament and wins the right to take Trevor back to his home with her mother's blessings. In the meantime, the Amazon Persephone, who has fallen in love with Ares, releases him, and killing Alexa in the process. With the additional task of capturing Ares, as ordered by her mother, Diana brings Trevor to New York City in the invisible jet of the Amazons, where he volunteers to help. Steve takes a modern-dressed Diana to his office and search for civil unrest across the world in their security system data. They uncover a pattern of violence created by Ares' presence that will lead to him in time. Therefore, the pair go out to a bar while they wait. After some heavy drinking, Trevor tries to get Diana drunk, to the disgust of Diana. Leaving the bar, they argue outside, but are attacked first by a group of thugs, whom Diana defeats easily, and then by the demigod Deimos, who is an agent sent by Ares to kill Diana. Deimos kills himself to prevent being interrogated, but Diana and Steve find a clue on his body that leads them to a secret Greek temple guarded by the worshippers of Ares. Once in the temple, Diana attempts to subdue Ares as she wishes to stop him opening the gates of hell on the day of the blood moon. Ares summons monsters that threaten to kill her, prompting Trevor to save Diana instead of stopping Ares. Meanwhile, Ares performs a sacrifice to open a gate to the underworld, where he persuades his uncle Hades to remove the gauntlets. Later, Diana regains consciousness at the hospital and is furious that Trevor saved her rather than stopping Ares. Trevor argues against her abuse with his own criticism of the Amazons' isolation and their generalizations about men, and reveals how much he cares about her, much to the surprise of Diana. They lean in for a kiss in the heat of the moment, only for Diana to slap him cheekily. Ares and his army attack Washington, D.C., where the USA forces are massacred by the army of Ares. Trevor and Diana arrive to battle Ares and are soon joined by the Amazons. Meanwhile, the president of USA, now influenced by Ares' power, orders a nuclear missile against Themyscira. This act of supreme aggression increases Ares' power, as he is the true god of war. However, Captain Steve Trevor quickly gets into action. He takes the invisible jet and chases down the missile to shoot it down before it hits the island. At the same time, Ares managed to summon the Amazons long dead from the underworld to fight their own sisters. His scheme is stopped by Alexa, a member of the undead host, who reveals to Artemis a chant which nullifies Ares' control over them. The undead then turn on Ares, but are destroyed by his powers. In memory of Alexa, Artemis later takes up the hobby of reading. Hippolyta faces Persephone in combat and kills her, but, with her dying breath, Persephone makes the queen realize that by shutting the Amazons away from the world of men, she has denied them the chance to live as women.
Yes, Hippolyta, the Amazons are warriors, but we are women too.
Finally, after a brutal beating at Ares' hands, Diana finally outwits and kills him, and even god Zeus didn't interfere unlike last time. Subsequently, Ares is condemned to the underworld to attend Hades as a slave alongside his son. Later on Themyscira, Hippolyta realizes that Diana misses both the outside world and Trevor. She charges her daughter to become a diplomat for the Amazons. Diana accepts, and she returns to the world of men, where she enjoys the company of Trevor and assumes the secret identity of Princess Diana. Also, their relationship comes with each other's understanding of their respective larger duties, such as when Diana sees the cheetah robbing a museum. She excuses herself to stop the supervillainess as Wonder Woman, much to the delight of Steve and onlookers. You must be eager to know about Ares, god of war, as well. Let us teach you about Ares. The god of war Ares was the son of Zeus and Hera, and one of the most prominent and powerful gods of Olympus. He was born after the great war of the gods and titans, and served his father faithfully for many years. He was also a rival of Athena, his sister, because they were both gods, one of war, the other of wisdom, and wished that the other would stand down. Once Ares waged war against the humankind with his warrior army led by Kratos, who served him unconditionally. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, subscribe, and share for more videos.